So this weekend we're going up to Michigan for a wedding, taking a little road trip, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to show you guys how I keep fit and healthy on the road. All right, we are all packed and ready to go. What you're looking at here is pretty much what the entire 5-hour trip looked like from the windshield of our car. It was a little better looking out the passenger side window. You had some rolling hills and some open land and even some farms to see, but that's pretty much the gist of the scenery. As we approached our destination, we started driving deep into the woods of Ann Arbor, Michigan, which was pretty cool, and finally we arrived at our destination, our Airbnb. The first thing I noticed when I walked in, there was a wraparound deck on the back of the house, and I could definitely make use of that railing along the back of the deck. Not much to use in the dining room or kitchen, but I did notice that the living room had quite a bit of space, especially if you move that ottoman in the middle. And the lower level was the same way, quite a bit of space if you just move a little bit of furniture. And what I really liked is both the upstairs and downstairs had a nice view of the koi pond in the backyard. If it wasn't for the weather, that would have been a great place to work out. So when it came time to work out, I knew that ottoman had to move. But first, I decided to take the candles and the vase and all the knickknacks off the ottoman and see if I could use it in my workout. So first, I put my feet up on the ottoman and I did decline push-ups. What's great about this exercise is that it puts emphasis on your upper chest and shoulders, which are really in for the guys right now. Building up your upper chest and shoulders will lend to that V shape that's really great for a man's physique. So what I did is I repped these out about as much as I could, and right when I felt like I was about to give out, I walked up into a pike position and then burnt out with some decline pike push-ups. And these are great for really hitting the shoulders, putting extra emphasis on those shoulders. It's almost like an overhead press in weightlifting. And I didn't just do that superset once, I actually did it 3 times. So for a total of 3 sets of these decline push-ups, as well as 3 sets of decline pike push-ups. One thing to keep in mind is that you want to rep out these push-ups as much as you can, but don't go all the way to failure. You want to save enough gas in the tank that you can walk yourself up to that decline pike position like that, and then that will shift the emphasis to your shoulders, and you should have enough juice left for several more reps of these decline pike push-ups. So here's another exercise you can do with an ottoman, and I think the ladies will appreciate this. Put your heels on the ottoman, butt close to it, and then tuck your arms down to the sides of your hips, shoulders tight against the ground, and then what you want to do is raise up into a straight bridge with only one foot resting on the ottoman. Now if it's too difficult for you to do this with one foot, go ahead and do both feet on the ottoman, so you're using both legs. That's the beginner variation. I've just moved on to this harder variation using a single leg. The force to raise your body up into a straight bridge like that is going to primarily come from your hamstrings on the back of your thighs, as well as your glutes, which are your butt muscles. And don't forget, if you're doing the single leg variation, to switch legs. So now you're working the opposite leg. That'd be really weird if you only worked one side. You just wind up with one really strong big butt cheek and it just wouldn't look right. So yeah, for any ladies watching this, this exercise is great for the booty gains. Alright, after that I moved the ottoman out of the way so I had the whole living room to do some cardio calisthenics. I did jumping jacks, a few sets of that, and the thing about jumping jacks is that it's a beginner exercise, so if you're new to calisthenics cardio, this is a great thing to start out with. After that I moved on to high knees, and high knees are more intense. You can do them faster, it gets your heart rate up more, and I like to do these in about 30 to 60 second sprints and take rests in between. And after that I did a few sets of burpees, and let me tell you, if you don't do burpees, you need to learn how to do these. They are the ultimate full body cardio calisthenics exercise. You hop up, reach for the ceiling, and then drop into a push-up, and this gets your heart rate up and works your entire body better than anything. So as I was looking around, I noticed this cute little Halloween decoration. Well, if you get her out of there, you have the mantle free to do alternating step-ups. Doing these explosively on a low platform like this mantle make it a great cardio exercise, And if you can find a higher platform to do them on, it'll also work your quads and hip flexors a bit more. And as I was resting after those alternating step-ups, I saw the deck and I thought, hey, why not? I'll go see what I can do out there. So the first thing to note is railings, specifically the corner of railings. Corners are great for doing dips, alright? It makes the perfect shape to rest both your hands, one on each side, and dip down, work that lower chest, the triceps, and the shoulders. Of course, it is easier to do these without a tree branch rubbing in your face. And the straight part of a sturdy railing is also good for tricep extensions. When I do these, I like to keep my body as straight as possible, and I'm basically just bending at the elbows and then pressing up with the triceps, my lats, and my shoulders to press back into the starting position. After a few sets of these, plus the dips I had just done, plus all the push-ups and pike push-ups, my upper body was pretty tired. So I just took a few minutes to relax and admire the scenery because the Airbnb was on 2 acres of land and had a koi pond in the backyard, and I would have loved to run sprints next to that pond and then roam around, check things out. I saw a little bridge that I could go check out as well, but it had been raining for 2 days prior and the land was soaked. So instead I stayed on the deck away from the mosquitoes and practiced some handstands. I think I did maybe 5 to 10 kick-ups or so. And for those of you who don't follow me here on Minus the Gym, I am all about handstands. I think it's one of the greatest exercises. I even have a full handstand tutorial playlist you should check out. So yeah, don't forget, whenever you travel, all you gotta do is make the most of your surroundings and you can still exercise, alright? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.